Hello, dynamic stars. How are you? I missed everybody. I was away. I went to Cuba, as you may have heard if you saw my last video. But I am back. I am reinvigorated. I am so ready to just jump into life and jump into stuff. And I'm starting with a brand new pick a card for you. And this one, you're going to love this one. This is a love one. Will I hear from my significant other, my person of interest in the next 3 days? We have 8 piles for you. So this is pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4, pile 5, pile 6, pile 7, and pile 8. Now, because I just came back from Cuba, it's got a bit of a Cuban flair going on. So pile 1 is a beautiful magnet that says La Habana, the capital. And then pile 2 is a ring, mother of pearl ring that I got in Cuba, my absolute fave right now. And then another magnet, Guevara, pile 3. Okay, so I didn't really buy this there, but I wore this bracelet in Cuba with the little cowrie shell on it. And that's pile 4, the bracelet. Pile 5 is an actual little beautiful ring, bracelet that says Cuba that I brought back as a gift. And then, can't count, right? Pile 6 is the beautiful cigar, which there is a raffle going on. If anybody is interested in winning a Cuban cigar, write down in the comment below the most interesting thing that has happened on your spiritual journey so far. And then pile 7, another magnet with one of the vintage cars in the capital there. And pile 8, I ran out of stuff Cuba that I want to put down because my bracelet also came from Cuba, but I'm not taking it off. Is something in my shop, the Love Drawing Soap. So, of course, that is very appropriate for this reading. So there you have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4, pile 5, pile 6, pile 7, pile 8. You can look down below. There will be timestamps. And for those of you who are new to pick a card readings or my pick a card readings, what we're going to do is we're going to do a reading, a very general reading, based on the ones that you chose. You will go down to the timestamp, click your time so you could actually skip all of this and go straight to your reading, so that you don't have to go through the whole video. But if you so choose, there might be messages in one of the other piles for you. So if you feel like picking 1, 2, 3, or listening to them all, feel free to go ahead and do so. You might find tidbits here and there that apply to you. And as with all online card readings, always go with your intuitive gut. Always feel out what's right for you, because one part might be just right and the other part is like, I can leave that. So if it doesn't apply, let it fly, as so many have said. But we're going to jump right into the readings. See you at your reading. For those of you who chose pile 1, we have practice compassion, health, Tuhuti Tu Chayas, sorry, 2 chairs. Herakuti tem chairs. And I can already see the picture here. Will your person call you in 3 days, or will you hear from them in 3 days? In this case, they're probably already calling you. This is a case where you have just like closed the door on them, because that first card there, practice compassion. So yeah, they probably did something that really ticked you off. They probably, I'm not even going to go into it. There's so many things that they could have done. However, because we have the health card here, we're going to go with the feeling of they did something that affected your health or could have affected your health. However, you're good. Nothing has happened. The worry is gone because you have the practice compassion. Without that card being there, I would say, you know what, let's just go right over here to that Herakuti Tem Chayas, but we're not going there. We're reading this as a forward story. So whatever happened, it's either something happened with them where they could have affected your health, or something happened that could have affected their health and they were just being inconsiderate, blind, ignorant, negligent, just not paying attention to it. And with this Tahuti Tu Chayas, you warned them. You saw it, you knew it, and they didn't listen to you. And because of that, you really don't want to give them any leeway, any slack. Herakuti Tem, you told them, I don't understand. Why didn't you listen to me? And you're very much upset at them, mainly because you were so afraid for them. However, practice that compassion. Try and find it within yourself to see their point of view, understand where they're coming from. Yes, it's hard. Yes, it's difficult. But you can make it work. This is not a horrible transgression, or else we wouldn't have had this card. Look at that practice compassion card. Look at how she is looking with the, yes, there's a little sorrow, but there's also that beaming of love. Look at the light rays that is shining on that beautiful bird. Look at all of the little forest animals. And then, of course, we have, it's number 15. 6 comes together. 6, if you look at that particular life path number, is very nurturing. It's the mother. It's the one that nurtures and cares for. So yeah, you can give them some tough love, but know that they definitely are sorry, and they did not mean you any heartache at all. So pick up the phone. So they're already calling you. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that reading, those of you who chose number 1. And please do like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you think of this reading down in the comments below. You can find out more about what I do. And if you need a personal reading, please reach out to me on my website. And that is www.azurite22.com. Thank you so much. Peace. For those of you who chose pile 2 with the mother of pearl ring from Cuba, we have rest and relaxation is essential. We have watched over. We have Hedaru Tam Chayas. We have Sekert Tam Ma'at. Okay, rest and relaxation is essential. We all have a fundamental need to take a break. Watched over. I allow myself to feel safe and enjoy my life, knowing that heaven is watching over my loved ones and me. So if your person is going to call you in the next 3 days, it seems like not in the next 3 days with this reading, because rest and relaxation feels like a step back. Somebody needs a time out, probably them. Why? Because with this Heteru Tem Chayas, Sekert to Ma'at, they did something you really don't like. And I would say that it's along the lines of maybe not straight hardcore third party situation, but definitely some heavy flirting or heavy petting that you saw or heard about or saw on social media. This is something that needs to be discussed. This is something that you need to really handle, because I'm getting the sense that this is a fairly new relationship, maybe somewhere between 2.5 to 4.5, 5 months in, and maybe the ground rules. You see that second? Maybe the ground rules haven't fully been put in place yet. So this would be a very good time to set ground rules and set up foundational things, if then kind of things, conditional things, consequences. And it doesn't have to be framed in that way. In your mind, you know what that is. But these are just conversation pieces of expectations and what will make you happy and what will not make you happy. And if this is something that you want to continue, such and such and such and such. Because here, with this watched over, I'm feeling with this card that you did see this. You actually saw this, whether it was real life in person or somebody grabbed a shot of it and sent it to you via one of your social media channels or outlets. And people are always watching, and that's the thing. And they're going to find out in this situation or that you know a lot of people. You know a lot of people, and you are not their only option. And that is something that also probably should be messaged in a loving a way as you can right now, because I know you're feeling not too good. But should you wish to continue, if that is something you want to do, this can be salvaged if you communicate and lay your foundations down. All right, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Please also visit my website. See more about my readings, see my shop, see the great jewelry and incense and soaps that are there. It is www.azurite22.com. And you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at 22azurite. Thank you. All right, for those of you who chose pile 3, the magnet. Oops, boy am I clumsy. Sorry. Get to know each other. Optimism. Heteru Hetep. And Heru to Chayas. So, very first thing, that of course was clearly a message. Get to know each other. Learning to meet another's need for love is important for a relationship to grow. Just like I moved a little too quick and the magnet dropped and yeah, it looks like it chipped. Oh my gosh. Don't move too fast. Slow down, because maybe you tend to roll with things quickly. And with that Heteru Hetep, with the Heru Tu Chayes there, you're gung-ho. There is fire, there is passion, there is charisma. I mean, what is between the two of you is great. So if your person is going to call in the next 3 days, oh yeah. If they haven't already called, they will be calling you. All right. Optimism is very high for the both of you. Look at that. Isn't that just a beautiful thing? With Mary in between, and we have the 2 on the side and the angels. I expect good things to happen, and they do, is what this card says. So everybody is very, very happy and joyous and just ready to go. Just slow it down. You don't want anything to break. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Oh my gosh, I wish I had picked this pile. This pile looks hot, especially now that we're coming into the real heat of summer when things get really lively. This is a great reading. Please do let me know if you like this reading, how you felt about it. Some comments below would be awesome. Please visit me on my website, www.azurite22.com, so that you can find out more about the things that I offer, readings that I offer, and maybe pick up some love potions, love soaps in the website on the shop. All right, thanks. Bye-bye. For those of you who chose pile 4, the bracelet with the Cowrie shell that I wore in Cuba. Forgiveness. Faith. No upside downs, no reversals in this deck. Haru Temchas. Edaru Tem'at. All right. So if your person is going to call you in the next 3 days, given this spread here, I would say probably not in the next 3 days. If they call you, it's going to be more like a week to 10 days because clearly there was some indiscretion. The way I'm feeling from this pile here, it feels as if there was an actual transgression, third-party situation, whether it be on your part or your significant other's part. It really feels like this pile that the person watching this video is the person who did the transgression. It just feels that way to me. Here, it feels like this person is looking down here and this person is cold, is a little icy, and this one is trying to feel the warmth is coming from them over here, trying to go in, but it's just cold. So I'm feeling very much like you, whoever it was that had the transgression, whatever it is, find out what it is you truly want. Have faith in knowing that what you did could be an indicator of how you truly feel about the actual relationship. Because with these 2 cards, these cards are both closed. These cards are not in their positive state. Haru is basically the man in the situation, or not the man, but the energy of getting things done, being on top of it, the person who is the pusher in the relationship, meaning the one who gives the energy. And it's not always male. Sometimes it is the female who is the more dominant person in the relationship. And I hate using the word dominant because it's not exactly what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is the person who holds a lot of influence in the relationship. That is the person here who has shut down the influence, who has removed themselves from the situation. And that is because there is some kind of energy going on with the sexuality, the attraction, the mojo between the two is just not there the way it was. And maybe this is partly why the transgression or whatever happened, because it doesn't necessarily have to be someone cheated, but it could be maybe they went on a trip that was unplanned and they didn't take you. Maybe they went out with the girls or the boys and didn't really tell you. They just left. So it was like they ghosted you for whatever reason. It wasn't long, maybe. It doesn't feel like it was long, but it was totally out of character, shall we say. And this is because there's things to work out. There are obstacles to be fixed or at least discussed. Or, more importantly, Do you want to fix them? Do you want to discuss them? Because this is feeling very much like, I might be done. But you're not there yet, which is why we have the faith. But the faith also is have faith in whatever it was that you did, because something is moving you to do the things that created this obstacle. So it's have faith that it can be fixed, but have faith that you already are moving towards the fix. I hope that makes sense. Please do let me know how you feel about this pile. Please leave me some comments below. You can find more information about me and my readings. I do personal readings on my website, www.azurite22.com. And I thank you so much for visiting today. For those who chose pile 5, the white bracelet from Cuba, we have Focus on Love. Beautiful card. Hope. Wajet tu chayas. Maat tem chayas. Is your person going to call you in the next 3 days? With this reading here, I would say there's a lot of anxiety going on in this reading. And the anxiety seems to be on both parts. And maybe, that's all I can say for this pile, because maybe they will call you in 3 days. And the maybe really will hinge upon what you do, because this card is focus on love. Look for the good attributes in each and every person in your life. Okay? And look, there's this dragon along with this beautiful nymph with a tree and a beautiful sun on her head. What is love? What do you think love is? What is your expectation of love? What did you express to this other person that you wanted? Because what I get from this pile is extreme high anxiety. Oh my God, I don't know if I can handle that. I don't know. I think they're needy. God, I don't know. This seems very first date-ish, second or third, definitely within the first 3 days. So with that wajet tem chayes there and this ma'at tem ma'at, that's the high anxiety there. The ma'at tem is unconditional love, the way they're feeling. This person is very, very like, oh, I don't know if I can handle that. That's like a lot. So this is the other way from love. It's like running away. So you can more understand this reading, if this applies to you, of course, if you see how you presented yourself. Maybe a better thing would be to kind of have a chat with the person, because you might have to pick up the phone and call. But because they're feeling like you're a little bit needy, or it might be too much, you're too high maintenance for them, or there's something that they feel that they are not capable of giving you what you need, you might not hear from them right away. Or if you hear from them, it might be like a quick text. You can't jump on it. You can't answer it right away. You got to kind of fall back, give them some breathing room. And provided how you move is how they'll move. Because there's interest there. That's what the hope is. There's hope for that. It's just that the impression that they have, and it very well could be because they feel that they're a completely different person from you. See the dragon, see the nymph, completely different species. That's what they may be feeling. And it might be more of, how can you show them that, you're not too different, that there is some commonality. And maybe that's the way to go with this. but you're going to have to sit with that and see what that would mean in your situation, because anything too much more from you will really send them running even further, because they're already in a bit of a panic mode. But then the other flip side is, if they're already panicked like this, do you really need them? Do you need to even deal with this? So that's something to also put in your cap and think about it. Okay? I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please do tell me what you think. Leave me some comments below. And if you'd like to get a more personalized reading, please do email me or reach out to me on my website, www.azurite22.com. And you can email me. I'll have my email below so you can reach out to me. Thank you so much and have a great evening, day, morning. For those of you who chose pile 6, the cigar, which we are doing a raffle for. So if you'd like to get this cigar, please leave me some comments below on what your most interesting spiritual experience has been on your spiritual journey. Okay. Will your person call you in the next 3 days? We have new love. Look at that, catching the star. Just like the star card in tarot. Beautiful. Compassion. Heru Temaat. Herakuhuti Hetep. So, will your person call you in the next 3 days? Yeah, I would definitely say that. They probably call you a little bit beforehand because they're real gung-ho. They're real excited. They're really, 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 really into you. They might be coming on a little bit too strong for you. They might be coming on so strong that you're like, whoa, what's going on? And if it's not, they're coming on too strong, their personality is a strong personality. They're very much like, hey, what are you doing? What are you up to? I think we should do this. Let's hang out. And they've got a plan. They've got a plan for the next 6 years or something crazy like that. They're really you're like, okay, whoa, wait, what? And this is brand new for you. This is a new thing. Or even if it's further on down the line, they're moving too fast for you. That's what I'm getting here. No matter what stage that this is, they're moving too fast. And you're just like, whoa. And compassion. I'm getting the sense that they had a previous situation that just didn't work out for them. That they wanted things to move a certain way and they didn't. So this time that they think everything is going, they're going to try and seal the deal and make sure it happens. And so they're clamping on and you're going, you're hurting me. Could you stop? So you're going to have to tell them to have compassion with you or show compassion. And you will also have to have compassion for them so that you understand where they're coming from. But by the same token, they need to know that you are not that other person. You are you, and you move differently. But because of your experience, I get it. But let's calm down. Let's slow down. Then for just a few of you, just a couple, not many, please be mindful. Please be mindful. This is all for you. Please ignore it. But with these two cards in their negative state, and they're both male strong cards, whoever you are with, whoever your spouse, no matter their sex, please do not allow anyone to make you feel intimidated, scared, or in any way, shape, or form boxed in a corner. Because with these two cards, this is a lot of energy, very strong, dominant, and yes, masculine energy. But anybody can have masculine energy that is out of balance, and this is out of balance. So for just a few of you, with this new love, with this budding love, this love that may still be within the first year, watch out for that. And if there has been any hint of impropriety, they grabbed you, they pulled you, or they spoke too sharply to you and you flinched, you already know. All right? You can't have that. All right. So that is for my pile sixes. Thank you so much for this reading. Thank you so much for watching this video. And I look forward to hopefully reading for you again. Please visit my website, www.azurite22.com, where you can find out about my personal readings. And thank you, thank you, thank you. For those of you who chose pile 7, the magnet with the vintage card, we have spiritual connection. Beautiful. You see that? Gorgeous. And we have Father. And we have Heteru to Ma'at. Yes. And we have Ma'at to Chaya. Oh my gosh. For those of you who chose this pile, will you hear from your person in the next 3 days? One, of course, this, yes, I said this is a love reading. For some of you who got this pile, there could have been a break in between you and your actual father. And this is telling me that you will hear from your actual father in the next 3 days, because there has been something that happened on the spirit realm. Maybe you were asking your spirit guides, maybe you were asking your actual family members who prayed, and your family members who have passed on began working on their side to get your father to wake up and smell the goddamn coffee. And your father's going to call you. Because with this Heteru to Ma'at, Ma'at to Chayas, it's beautiful. It's just a beautiful, loving, sweet, charming energy. And it's nothing but love in all of its most beautiful, purest forms. For others of you who chose this deck, the person that is of interest reminds you of your father, and there is a spiritual connection between you and this person, because many times we choose people that remind us of one of our parents, and many of us, we choose somebody that reminds us of our fathers. And in this case, this is a beautiful, beautiful situation, because again, just like I said, for those whose actual father they're going to reconnect with in the next 3 days, this person, you're very attracted to them. They're very pleasing and appealing to your eye. And there is that love, that spark, that genuine affection. There is this unconditional love. There is also this beautiful, I will take care of you. I want to know what's best for you, and I'm going to do what's best for you. This is a really, really fabulous pile. This is a mature love. This is a love, this is a relationship that can go the distance. This is someone that will be considerate, that there is going to be a two-way street, because you come from similar backgrounds, you are of like mind, like energy. And that is something that is very rare. Congratulations to you, and I wish you all the best. This is beautiful. This is so beautiful. All right. Hope you enjoyed this reading. Please do like, share, and comment. And if you'd like a further reading, more in-depth reading, please do reach out to me on my website, www.azurite22.com. I will also link my email below. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. For those of you who chose pile 8, the Love Drawing Soap. And you should smell it. It smells so sweet, so delicious. Yes, very, very pinkalicious. All right, we have Express Love Through Gifts. All right now. I like it. Oof. Boundaries. Amen to Chayes. Amen Tem, my aunt. All right, so for those of you who chose this pile, will you hear from your person in the next 3 days? I would say that you are going to hear from your person, but you might not like what they have to say, or you may not like something that they've done. Yes, you want them to express their love through gifts, but guess what? They're probably not doing that. They're probably giving you boundaries, telling you, well, you know, my budget is such and such, and, you know, I really have to plan and organize and, you know, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so feels like this is a relationship that has been in place for maybe a while. Feels like it's been there a while, like few years. And Amen is all about being at peace, being at this even keel no matter what's happening. Clearly this is not happening because we have it open here and we have it in its absolute closed position. So you are going back and forth between being like, okay, all right, I could deal with that, to, you know, what the F? Exactly. You're going from flip, flop, flip, flop. So that tells me, been there, done that. I'm tired. I'm so sick of your boundaries. I don't even know what to do with myself. Why don't you just get up and do what you're supposed to do? Because people express their love through, gifts. I want stuff. And the very fact that you had on this, the Love Drawing Soap, that tells me that it's time to infuse this relationship with more love, with more sweetness. Put honey on your tongue before you speak to your sweetie. Really and truly, you don't care if they're going to call you in the next 3 days. I'm so sorry. It's not that you don't care, but you're just ambivalent at this point. You're just like, whatever. It's going to be more of the same stuff, so why do I care? If you want this to continue, you have to care. You have to do something to bring it in. Liven things up. Spice it up. Go on a date night that is risque. Do something that will shake up the mold. Whatever it is that you don't want, do the opposite. Get them to do it with you. If they don't want to do it, it's kind of letting you know what's happening. All right? If you want gifts, you know, there are those who would say, yeah, go get them gifts. But it's like, it feels like, yeah, I already did that. That doesn't work. So if it doesn't work, what do you want? How do you want it? Feel how you feel. Sit with yourself and figure out, do I want this? Is this, I was about to say wasting my time, but I'm not going to say that. I'm going to pull that back and say, do I want to continue for the next X, Y, Z months, years with this person, expecting or assuming this will be the same? Because most of the times, the way the person is right now, we can't change them. The change comes from the inside. And if they haven't changed themselves after however much time this has been, probably not going to change. So you have to decide how you're going to move and if you're going to lay down some new thoughts so that they can mull on them to see if that might possibly affect their future behavior. So I'm trying to be extremely diplomatic. Let me know if I was successful. And I do thank you for stopping by the channel, and I thank you for your support. Please do visit me at my website, www.azurite22.com. Find out about personal readings, find out about the love drawing soap and other items that you can use to help you so that you can liven things up. And I'm telling you, this smells so good. I mean, you just want to eat it up. But all right, thank you so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the day, and I wish you all the best. Ashe.